How's everybody been? I haven't done an unboxing in a while, and today I've got got some albums, which I know what those are. I know what this is, and my memory's kind of fuzzy on this. From Vinegar Syndrome. Where's this from? This is from Real Black Renaissance. This one I've been waiting for a while. There's a good story behind this. And these albums, when I open them up, yes, this is a hill I will die on. I am willing to die on this hill right here. You know what? Let's go with this. I'm probably going to catch a lot of shit from a lot of people. There's probably going to be some people, some fans of this coming out of the closet. But, like I said, I will die on this hill gladly. Here we go. This is from Carl Eisenhart. A box of fun shit. The records should all play okay. They've been played by me, and I don't remember any skips. Noise might be a different issue, but I did run them through the ultrasonic and rinse the spin cycle so they're clean. Hope you enjoy it all, Carl. Goddamn right you know I'll enjoy it all. And you didn't have to ship this stuff. I would have picked it up. Shit. So, Carl, I don't know if I've told the story how he and I met. One of us is walking into McHenry County College. The other was walking out. I think he was walking out. I was walking in. And I play bass guitar. He plays guitar. So he's carrying a guitar case. And I go, 6 string? He goes, no, 12. I go, same difference. He's like, well, not really. He goes, well, there is a difference. I'm just like, no, there's really no difference. Because, I mean, could someone name the one guitar player that can play a 12-string guitar that has no idea how to play 6-string? I'd love to meet that person. So, he thought I was an idiot. And I'm sure a lot of people think I'm an idiot. Hell, I think I'm an idiot. But, I said, hey, dude, let's jam. And I said the 2 words he never liked to hear. That was dude and jam. And I had him in the same sentence. So, we had a lot of musical touchstones. He had just seen Dogs D'Amour, and he met them. He had Dogs D'Amour dog tags. I go like, he goes, yeah, I saw Dogs D'Amour. I'm like, dude, you haven't been declared a saint yet? I was just like blown away. It's one of the few shows I wanted to see at the Thirsty Whale that I missed. But anyway, we played, got along great, and then needed a drummer. I knew Todd Marino. I'd seen him driving out. I blocked Route 14 to talk to him, and then the band Misty Beethoven was born. But so we got this love of glam rock, and I'd found out. I'd always seen, I think it was Orange's Records. They had an import record section, and in the heavy metal section, they had the Hanoi Rocks albums, which anyone who's a Hanoi Rocks fan knows they don't belong in the heavy metal section. Well, somebody knew that, and there were these stickers on there that said, Carl, quit moving these out of the heavy metal section. Now, Hanoi Rocks was, I mean, we grew up in McHenry County, so we're talking sub-cult level. I mean, finding anyone else in the Hanoi Rocks, it was like, you just wanted to find those people that were into it. So, I mean, it was a small group, and you knew you really latched onto something special with the music, and you guys had something in common. So, we're playing in his basement, we're bullshitting, he starts telling me about moving the records, the Hanoi Rocks records at Oranges. I'm like, wait a minute, are you that Carl? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, dude, I've wanted to meet you for years, and here we are now. God, 40 some odd years later, I'm godfather to technically godfather to his daughter, and I kind of took over the godfather duties for his son Zach. Zach and Kaylee, both couple of great kids. But so anyway, with our interest for glam rock, Carl does this little zine, Sonic Ruin, and he's also a Godzilla fan. And he did this each year. They have a G-Fest, Godzilla Fest. People come from all over the world, so he did a special issue just for Godzilla Fest. So looking forward to checking this out. Oh, this is cool. It's got Godzilla albums, soundtracks, and whatnot. Nice. Can't wait to check that out. So, what's this? The mini issue. This is awesome. This is awesome. Oh, we got to check this out. Where the hell's that thing? If you did what I think you did with this, dude, you win. You just, you know, whatever the prize is, life in general, you win. Oh, this is cool. This is different. This is favorite movies and categories and nice. This is cool. Excellent. Yeah, this is awesome. He puts his heart and soul into this. I don't know if he's still got the Sonic Ruin website up, but you'll find him on my Facebook. If you're into the old glam rock, connect with him, hit him up. And he may or may not have some old issues, but he's got some really great stuff. So, musically, what hill am I willing to die on? The Partridge Family. Yes, the Partridge Family. So we've got the Partridge Family album. What's this one got on it? Brand New Me, great song. Point Me in the Direction of Albuquerque has been like an earworm for the past week for me. I Can Hear Your Heartbeat. Somebody Wants to Love You. I mean, just some great stuff. I'll go through the albums and I'll explain why this stuff is so great. So we got that one. Next, what do we got? Partridge Family Shopping Bag, and I'm guessing this one was owned by a girl that had a little brother, and I judge that by the David Cassidy graffiti. Oh, and Danny Bonaducci's got it also. So yeah, I think this was probably, and they're probably, what's this say? Help, dropping people out of Zeppelins or whatnot. This has got to be a girl who had a crush on David Cassidy, and the evil little brother went and, or maybe an evil big brother. Oh, this is great. This is awesome. This, normally people want their records without this stuff on it, but this is priceless. Oh, wow. Check out Shirley Partridge. That is awesome. Damn. Oh, God. Can I even go on? Let's see what we got on this one. Every Little Bit of You. There'll Come a Time. It's One of Those Nights. Another excellent album. I'll save my favorite one for last. Oh, and of course, well, can't go wrong with the Partridge Family's greatest hits. I Think I Love You. I mean, who doesn't love that song? Come on. I'll Meet You Halfway. I think Red Cross does a cover of that. Echo Valley 26809 was another favorite of mine from the show. This one, I woke up in love this morning. Before I got knocked in the head, you can see the dents. 39th birthday party. So it was Howie and the Homos, the late Howie Worley. That miss you, brother. Marcus Eliopoulos, Howie's wife Angie. It was always, okay, we're going to pick a set list, there's going to be a theme, 3 practices, and do a show. So this was my birthday. I wanted to do stuff that we would have heard on 8-track tapes, and I Woke Up in Love This Morning was one that we did, and of course with Marcus playing guitar, anything's going to rock. But man, that song, anyone who knows how to play an instrument, learn to play that song, you know, mess around with your distortion pedal and whatnot, that song freaking rocks. Doesn't Somebody Want to Be Wanted? She'd Rather Have the Rain. You know, stellar tunes, all stellar. And here we go. The one I'd ask them, like, hey, if you have a copy, I'll buy it. Sound Magazine. Freaking phenomenal. Echo Valley's on there. And the big one, Summer Days. Awesome freaking song. Awesome song. So, why am I willing to die on this hill? First off, I'd love to see, just throw in comments or whatnot. Who loves the Partridge Family? Who hates them? Give me a reason why. Why do I love them? Damn near all their songs are in that 3-minute range. They're all catchy as hell. That's a lost form. That is an absolute lost form. People give them crap. Oh, it's a TV show. Blah, 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 blah. Who gives a shit? Listen to the songs. You had the best songwriters in LA writing the songs. You had Cashman and West were writing. I don't know if Boyce and Hurt wrote any. Tony Romeo. Who else was writing these? The musicians that were playing on it. If you're familiar with the Wrecking Crew, the LA session musicians, I mean, they were used on every big hit in the 60s, early 70s. Glenn Campbell was a member of the Wrecking Crew at one point. Was her Carol? Damn it, what's her name? She was a bass player too. Anyway, the Wrecking Crew played on all of these, so you've got like some of the best damn musicians. Actually, the best damn studio musicians like ever. I think John Lennon used them on his first solo album. But you've got excellent musicianship, you got excellent writing, and the songs are catchy as hell. So, just try. If you're a hater, I propose just call it up on Spotify or whatever. Call up the greatest hits. Just listen and just ignore the show. But these guys rock. So let's go to the films. Now, that brings how many Partridge Family albums do I got? 6 Partridge Family albums, because I've also got Up to Date and Bulletin Board. So I wonder how many more I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I only need 1 or 2 more. I'm not going to get the Christmas album because, well, I never listen to Christmas albums. Let's go to this one. And tape, yeah. So now this is a film that was lost forever. This is from Real Black Renaissance. Let's see if they've got a website on here. Real Black. I'll open this up. They may have it on the packaging. But this is a movie. Nice packaging. Hold that up. Get some Riverbend. Starring Steve James, who you may know from, you probably see it better up there. He was in the American Ninja films with Michael Dudikoff, who of course is, We're Not Worthy. He's Michael frickin' Dudikoff. So, first time available since 1990, directed by Sam Furstenberg, who directed the American Ninja films. So, this film was made, it was pretty much shelved. It had a very limited theatrical release, if it had anything at all. And then there were just some really bad VHS copies floating around forever, and nobody knew where a print was. So my friend Philip Duke III, he has a Patreon, Phil on Cinema. He interviewed Sam Furstenberg about what was going on with Riverbend and just his whole career. So what they had to do, they tracked down a print. I think they'd found it on eBay, but then they didn't have the rights to it, so they had to track down, and almost everybody involved with the film originally, producers and whatnot, were all dead. So I think they found like a producer's wife who agreed to sign the rights to the film because legally she owned it. Then they got the film, restored it, and we finally have a Blu-ray. Let's open this up and see what we've got on here. So Steve James plays a a Vietnam vet, and him and a couple others have some really bullshit charges. They're going to a military jail. They break out and they come along across this little town in Georgia that's got a racist white sheriff, and they just kick ass and take names. All right, so we go. ShopRealBlack.com is where I got it. I think the first 50 people that ordered these, this was all crowdfunded also. The first 50 people that ordered got an autographed postcard from Sam Furstenberg. The book, I mean, the printing on this book is great. And this was coming out post Rambo. And it had a limited screening for the just a couple months ago at Alamo Drafthouse. I was up there with Rich Love from the band I Love Rich. Classic hits such as Hot Topic or You're So Hot I'll Fuck You With the Lights On. But yeah, we saw it, had a great old time. Let's see, yeah, it's got the reversible slipcover. It's got the original movie poster. And as long as I got it out, let's see what the extras are on this. But what you called, I mentioned my friend Philip Duke III. Check out his Patreon. He's got the first year he's got out for free. The Sam interview is in the second year. It's $5 a month, and he does some really great interviews. Jennifer, what was her name? She was in a bunch of B movies. She was in in fact, I've got the movie up here. Mako, she was in that. She was on like some other TV shows. But anyway, he does some really, really great interviews, and it's well worth checking out. 2 audio commentaries featuring director Sam Furstenberg, cast members Debbie James, Michael Dennis. Tribute to Steve James. He died of I think pancreatic cancer. He was like, I think maybe 42. More cast member interviews. The restoration, the Q&A from Showing It Again, trailers. Yeah, the movie's a banger. It's absolutely a banger. So let's get this back in here. I mean, the fact that they find a copy on eBay, I forget what country it was in. They ended up finding all that. I believe they found all the original elements on like pallets and stuff like that too. I'll have to go back and listen to the interview that Philip Duke III does on Phil on Cinema. So that's Riverbend. I can't wait to see this one again, and I'm just glad this one's finally getting its due by people, and it's done by people that actually love the film. So that's really super cool. So now let's go into Vinegar Syndrome. Anyone that's watched these, I think all 5 of you know that sometimes Vinegar Syndrome likes to put cool stuff in the boxes, stickers or whatnot. So let's see what we've got today. Yeah, damn it. I think I've got the Reviver number 3. All right, here we go. I did order that. Okay. So here we go. We've got Doris Wishman. This one does not have the slipcover. Everyone's out of the slipcovers. This is the Twilight years. They put out Daylight, Moonlight, and Twilight, and it covers. It's all of Doris Wishman's films. Let's see. Vintage Doris Wishman interview. I think she was on Conan O'Brien once. And this was put out through, what we got on here? Deadly Weapons, Double Agent 73, The Amazing Transplant, Let Me Die a Woman, The Immoral 3, Keyholes Are for Peeping, and Love Toy. The American Genre Film Archive, in cooperation with Something Weird Video. Let's typically I always said, oh, I got to have the slipcover, but the slipcovers are all sold out. And Vinegar Syndrome, everything they do, they'll make a certain amount. Then once they're gone, they're gone. These things ain't coming back. So yeah, we got 3 discs. Yeah, it's there's Double Agent 73, Deadly Weapons. In her later years, she owned an apartment building in Florida, and she'd come in and just do whatever maintenance had to do, whatever. One of her tenants had a old photo of her on the wall, and he didn't even know that his landlord was Chesty Morgan, Deadly Weapons. Doris Wishman, everyone's dirty Jewish grandma. Yeah, the print on these is amazingly small. I mean, you're reading that with a magnifying glass. So now I've got the other 2, so now I've got all the Doris Wishman films. What else did I get? Raw Force. What compelled me to buy this? Other than the fact, I think this was their halfway to Black Friday sale. They were putting stuff out at I think everything was 50% off, if I'm not mistaken. This one looked freaking insane. 2 discs. I wonder if this is a zombie movie. Let's see. Welcome to Warriors Island, burial ground of disgraced martial arts masters. Oh, yeah. When the Burbank Kung Fu Club arrives, travels to Mysterious Island, find themselves facing the bloodthirsty vengeance of flesh-ripping Kung Fu fighting zombies, gun-toting white slave traders. Yeah. Kung Fu zombies. I mean, you cannot go wrong with Kung Fu zombies. I mean, let's say you got a friend over, it's like a couple friends like, what do you want to watch? Well, I'd like to watch a zombie movie. I'd like to watch a Kung Fu movie. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. What are the features? 2K restoration. Featurette, interview with the editor, and a trailer. So, should be fairly entertaining. Get that there. The Ultimate Degenerate and 1,000 Pleasures. This one, I believe, anyone that's a fan of the the Grindhouse, 42nd Street stuff, exploitation films, mid to late 60s sleaze, postcards, which from 1,000 Pleasures. And then I might not be able to show without getting a ding. So let's cover that up. Oh, this will definitely be a ding. So we'll go like this. This is from the Ultimate Degenerate. A poster. Will it be a double-sided poster? Of course it will. 1,000 Pleasures on one side, Ultimate Degenerate on the other. And yeah, I mean, this says adults only back, and what was adults only back then is like rated PG-13 now. Maybe an R. So I think, so anyone's into these films, there's this great podcast, comes out about twice a week called Sin Syndicate. Hosts Gentry Austin and Casey Scott, and these guys go into these types of films the way Quentin Tarantino goes to his Hollywood films and his independent films. I mean, these guys really dig deep. And if there's any information to know about a film of this genre, these two are going to know it. I think they have an audio commentary on here. Okay, these are a couple from the Findlays. Newly restored, 35 millimeter. Yeah, audio commentaries with film historian Casey Scott. So Casey's on here. In fact, Casey interviews Roberta Findlay. I think Gentry Austin then. No, there's no books, so okay. He's got something on something else that's coming up. The last one, Reviver 3. So what Vinegar's doing once per quarter is they've got the series Reviver, and what they do is they've got a whole warehouse of just, short films, unfinished films, just all kinds of stuff. And what they're doing is they're putting it out, they're coming up with a theme for each one, and they pack a whole bunch on these things, and you never know what it is until you actually pop it in. They do drop a hint, but yeah, I mean, there's not even a book or anything. Although, let's look at here. We may have some hints here. Who we got? We got Richard Nixon. We got the Statue of Liberty. Is this Andy Kaufman? I can't tell. I don't think that's Andy Kaufman up there. In fact, I don't even know who the fuck that is up there. But he's up there. So once you know, once you watch it, you know who this is. See if they give any. They got a lot of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 separate short films. The longest being 26 minutes and the shortest being 3 minutes. With audio commentary. So I wonder if this is animation. Looks like it has to be animation. They got the abominable snowman guy. I think that is. Yeah, they got him there. So I'm really curious. But it's nice that they bundle all this stuff up, these little odds and ends. I mean, where are you going to put them? Anyone familiar with Vinegar Syndrome? A lot of this stuff is, well, they've split off. They've got their label that has classic adult cinema from the 70s, classic 70s X-rated films. A lot of softcore stuff and a lot of horror. So the fact that they're able to take stuff that, you can't put this on anything else, it's not going to fit, you get it all in one bundle. So it looks like I've got some logging to do, and I also get to kick out the jams. So yeah, I talk a long time, but I got a lot of stuff. So remember, the Partridge Family rocks. Steve James is awesome. Him and Michael Dudikoff rock. Check out Philip Duke III's Patreon, Phil on Cinema. He also has a podcast on Spotify called Making Tarantino. And Carl Eisenhart, I love your wife and kids. Thank you for this stuff. And with that, peace out. I'll talk to you guys later.